All right, everybody. Again, thank you very much for sticking with us. Tukey still joined by Sin as we are ready for our second matchup of the day. Very excited for this one as HAVU Gaming going to be taking on SAWO Esports, who step into this contest today. Again, currently sitting in second. Let's go ahead and get you a look at some of the latest results around the Elite Division that we have seen here recently. And Sin, you get a look there, of course. Good results for Feriestad as of late. 2 wins over Goons in that home-and-home matchup. And, of course, as well, we had already seen the likes for H-Reds as they just continue to pretty much dominate. Although, shout out to Jure Gordon, who gave them a pretty good fight last week.
Yeah, and you're kind of seeing Goons kind of sliding down right there, as you say. They also dropped their games to IQ. So, if they're unable to keep the offense up like they did against IQ, they're still allowing the goals. You can see if they got into a kind of a shooting matchup against Feriestad, they unfortunately dropped those 2 games as well. So, Goons perhaps being a little bit exposed, and they do find themselves currently on the outside looking in of the standings.
Absolutely. And speaking of the standings, we'll turn it over to that now. And of course, for HAVU, we've talked about them right back where they want to be, Sin. If I'm not mistaken, it's approaching, I think, 6 or maybe even 8 wins in a row for HAVU. It has been a ridiculous turnaround to their season. And of course, SAWO as well, as you would expect. I believe it's also about 8 wins in a row for them as well. I don't believe they've lost since they met H-Reds 13 days ago, back on January the 11th. So both of these teams are in tremendous form, and something certainly has to give, again, for where you want to be, though. Shout out to YMCA closing in on being on that left-hand side of the bracket and being in our playoff picture.
Yeah, I mean, well, we say it all the time. One good set can catapult you into the standings. And YMCA, they're closer and closer. It's all about steps that you need to get to where you want to be. Right now, they want to get back to 500. Then after that, you want to keep building on that. We're almost here at the halfway point in the season. So if you're YMCA and currently are tied in a 3-way tie with 7, 8, 9, you put yourself in a pretty good position. If you can keep that up, maybe build upon that a bit, you will be able to find yourself in that playoff picture.
And a 30-game regular season here in the Elite Division. So every team at least playing a third of their games so far. With that, we'll get you a look at the lineups here for this matchup against HAVU Gaming taking on SAWO Esports. And of course, for HAVU, Wiegelson, Dominointi, and the captain, Flyer Kungen up top, Nasistelia and Villikun on defense, and it'll be Hansalino between the pipes this time out. For SAWO, we have Yurska, Mozia, and Vatu up front. Tombu, the captain, on defense next to Wenger, Nike between the pipes. And of course, as always, we will head to the center matchup here to kick things off between Dominointi and Mozia. And I mean, Sin, so far, so good for both of these centermen.
Yeah, Mozia actually has the most assists right now in the ECL Elite with 16. Absolutely impressive. He's not much of a goal scorer, but, putting up a heck of a lot of points right there. And Dominointi, right up there as well. Obviously, 22 in 12 games played. And unfortunately, don't have Mozia's face-off numbers here, but Dominointi hovering around that 50% mark. So, what it really comes down to, I mean, percentages are all well and good, but really you want to be able to win those key draws, offensive zone, defensive zone, and give your team, a good chance to either get a breakout or, some offensive pressure.
Absolutely. The battle of the wingers here then as well. Again, Wiegelson and Flyer Kungen for HAVU, Yurska and Avatu on the other side there for SAWO. Almost said on defense, but Sin, they do say the best defense is a good offense, and so far these two have been fantastic.
Almost identical production on both these sides. It doesn't get any closer to that. Just 1 point separating them. And Wiegelson and Flyer Kungen have been absolutely phenomenal. Obviously everywhere on the ice, especially. And Flyer Kungen really with some spectacular assists, especially in this season so far. So we'll see if SAWO, they have got the numbers so far, but are they going to be able to do it against HAVU, who really seem to be back on their form?
Well, Sin, that's kind of our focus for HAVU heading into this one, right? Is not only, of course, you mentioned the assist of Flyer Kungen, but what's the main thing we think of for HAVU when we talk about them being on their form?
I think it's the relentless forechecking. It's the layers of defense and relentless forechecking that kind of come through there as we have a bit of a visual glitch. Sorry about that. It's just essentially it's Flyer Kungen has incredible forechecking ability, and what I've really liked, he's always had that, and he's always been really scary with that defensive skill stick. We've seen Weagleson be able to do that as well, so now they have threats, like really good threats from both sides of the ice right there. So definitely got to keep an eye on him. But if you keep too close an eye on him, Weagleson can make you pay as well. So I definitely think that's a very strong point for HAVU Gaming this season.
Absolutely. We look at the defenders next as well. It is Nasustelia and Vilikun, of course, for HAVU. For SAWO Esports, again, Captain Tombu next to Wenger. Now, Sim, we mentioned Vilikun before, kind of a bit of a slow start in terms of the points. Not so much anymore at this stage, to the point where he is, again, tied with Wenger in terms of the most points amongst these defenders in this matchup.
Yeah, he's just kind of, come on, definitely slow start, as you said, but he's been on a tear lately, kind of as HAVU has as well. And 3 goals now for Vilikun, and that's kind of what we expect from him. He loves to slide down into that one-time position and get those passes, and oftentimes it can rifle it home. That being said, on the opposite side, again, Tombu and Wenger not doing too bad of a job at putting up points either. A bit more discrepancy, 2 points separating them, but across the board, this is just such an even matchup.
Absolutely, and of course that brings us to the goaltending duel here as well. 2 of the best in this division, and Sin, we mentioned the focus for HAVU and that forechecking pressure. I mean, what about the focus here for SAWO? It has been that entire kind of structure that's led to that phenomenal save percentage for Nikkei.
Yeah, that's an unreal save percentage through 10 games played. It just kind of goes to show you how well SAWO has sort of been playing around him. 4 shutouts to his name as well. Of course, Hanselinho, we always expect, minimum 80 save percentage from him. He'll do what he needs to take, and he's, splitting time with Sibelius, who we actually saw in the last broadcast we did. But Hanselinho, 5-1-0, a shutout to his name as well. This could easily be a battle of the goaltenders too.
And again, like we said, for Nikkei, the focus there, that new front 3, of course, there, some comments, I'm sure, in terms of the team building, but that front 3 has been phenomenal. 3rd most goals in the league, Sin, the 2nd most shots. Certainly that takes some of the pressure off of Nikkei to allow him to thrive as he has. I mean, again, a 0.8 goals against average is simply absurd.
It absolutely is. It's simply ridiculous. I mean, you don't see that, and you don't often see someone maintaining above 90 save percentage for as long as Nikkei has, but he has so far. Will he be able to against HAVU? That's a completely, entirely different question. We'll have to see. This is a HAVU here who's, more and more willing to take some of those offensive risks, yet still be able to maintain, as we know them for, those layers of defense. So a lot more dimensions to HAVU's game. We'll see what they want to throw at SAWO.
And Nikkei, a very experienced player as well, coming over to the SAWO lineup for this season. Sin, we are about ready to go again. The regular season matchup as they take place here, of course. For those maybe watching from the North American side of things, of course, certainly more of the, we'll use the term soccer to maybe disrupt some people, but more of a football kind of setup again. Every team playing each other at least twice, the home-and-home format here. As we get a look at the teams in the lobby, and Sin, boy, aren't we surprised to see elite edges for everybody.
Yeah, elite edges, puck-moving defensemen in every position besides the middle. Yeah, this is so very odd to see in the European scene. Of course, all kidding aside, this is the meta, and it kind of, has been established as such. We've always kind of been used to the puck-moving defenders and a lot of other positions, just besides that center one right there, as here in the Euro scene, as you do see on screen. The rebrand is happening. Sports Gamer GG here on all of the social media as well. And so you can still follow us along, though, for the NHL stuff on NHLgamer.com.
Absolutely. So, again, we thank everybody as well for the pretty positive result to the rebranding here. Of course, not just focused on anything NHL related. Of course, some FIFA stuff in the works as per usual. Sin, you get a look here at our matchup on Wednesday. We'll be back for our next Elite Division broadcast. Again, same time, 1945 CET, 1:45 p.m. Eastern. For those of you in North America, as we will again see SAWO in action. They'll be taking on Northern Ascendancy, and then again a rematch from last year's final as Frölunda HC take on H-Reds. We have been waiting for that one. Nobody has been able to defeat H-Reds so far this season. Needless to say, former champions in Frölunda will be looking to do just that. But Sin, here we go. Puck drop, game 1 underway. HAVU in the road white, SAWO in the black and gold here. And let's see how this one plays out. Again, both of these teams, I believe, on 8-game winning streaks, if I was looking correctly. So again, something's got to give between two of the hottest teams in this division. As HAVU, again, trying to work that dump and chase and Sim. We've seen them add that to their game, and a good shot there by Dominoiti is denied by Nikkei.
Huge save from Nikkei early on in this one. Is that you said it again, HAVU's been loving that dump and chase, and it's usually placed perfectly by Nasustelia, bouncing off so that, you know, his forechecker has one of the best chances to get it. They don't get the initial one, but they are able to get it right there, and you'll see it once again. Dominoiti right in to grab it.
Heavy trap, not really working out. Weagleson went for the one-timer with Flyer Kungen. Good block there by Moja. And a new addition to this team. Pass across, they score! What a start for SAWO. One counterattack, and they have the goal. It's Vatu one more time. Sin, 15 goals entering today, 4th in the league. He has 16 now on the year, and that was a lightning quick for SAWO.
That was absolutely massive, a huge response on the counterattack right there, as HAVU could have easily been up. A shot for Fly Kunga that was blocked, and then that one earlier that Nikkei robbed off of, I think it was Weagleson taking that, or no, it was Dominoiti, and unfortunately for HAVU, they find themselves down early in this game as the cross-corner dump doesn't work out right there. Just a little bit off on the aim, and it will go out of play. So a neutral zone face-off there, and that's a tough break for HAVU. A very good start, though, if you're SAWO.
And Vatu's 16th goal of the year in his return to the Elite Division. Someone formerly in the running for Rookie of the Year not all that long ago. Weagleson's pass broken up well. Moja on the back check. Find the pass to Wenger. His follow-up pass, though, a little bit off the mark. It'll be HAVU here resetting in their own zone and surrendering that opening goal. Good poke check, and that dump and chase and might have to persist. I mean, SAWO right now doing a good job of shutting down the blue line, and there it is again.
Yeah, but you can see that time Tombu kind of ready for it. Began to slide down. A couple looks right there. That was Weagleson in the high slot on the one time. Couldn't get that shot through. SAWO, however, doing a good job of getting in those lanes. And even if they don't get in the lane, well, you have Nikkei back there with his 90+ save percentage.
Flyer Kungen tried to sneak it short side. And good pressure there by HAVU. SAWO able to kind of withstand it for the moment. Dump and chase there. Thought we'd nearly see a wraparound bid. Vatu again in front, just wide for Yerska. That was incredibly close. And a shot on, stopped by Hanselinho.
That was a tremendous pass from Vatu. Just kind of a one-touch right back in front. Kind of just cleared the post, and Yerska with a huge chance that Hanselinho able to turn aside, or else we could have seen a 2-0 lead for SAWO.
They do win the draw here. Good work, good save by Hanselinho. Lightning quick D-to-D passes. Stretch pass there from Villicum, broken up. Vatu will drop this one back. See what HAVU can do. They've had a good start to this game, but they do give up that opening goal. Dominoiti looking, broken up. Nasustelia, shot just wide. Off of a leg in front. Dominoiti again for Villicum. Gets it back down low, pass in front, and again just broken up. Close calls for the SAWO defense. Flyer Kungen shot on, deflects, and broken up by Wenger. Will drop back. Let's see what SAWO can do here now. Good patience on the puck. Waiting for these lanes to open up. Both of these teams, as you can see, well, you know, they're pretty solid at setting up the trap, for lack of a better term. It's going to go with well, verse there, and there is an interference call coming up. Sin HAVU to the power play. Yeah,
that was the defenseman. I think that would be Wenger right there, jumping in, trying to disrupt the play. He just got there a bit too early and laid the body on, I believe it was Weagleson, so he will be sitting, and we'll get to see HAVU's power play go to work.
But the well-versed HAVU power play as well. 7th best on the season so far. But they do go to work here. Nasustelia circling around, goes to Dominoiti. Now for Flyer Kungen, one-timer for Weagleson off the leg. Vatu in front, he's unable to clear, but he gets a second chance. And down it goes.
That was a big clear. That was looking dangerous for HAVU there. That one-time look, I mean, just kind of fortuitously perhaps blocked by Vatu. You see him go right back to the dump and chase.
Billy Kuhn looking. Circles back. Great movement. Dominointi for Flyer. Kungan blocked. Wiegelson another chance. Stopped on the short side by Nikke. Wiegelson again for Flyer Kungan. Now Billy Kuhn, 15 seconds to go. That pass off the mark, but they maintain possession. Wiegelson for Flyer Kungan, just wide. On that right-hand side post. Wiegelson, rocket pass, will go all the way back down. With 1 minute to go here in the first period.
Yeah, we've seen HAVU do this. They have an interesting set. They send Villikun kind of down low into that corner board position, and Dominointi goes near the top of the umbrella right there, and they've been doing that for quite some time. It seems to be, working for them. They had some great looks in that one. They got the chances they wanted, the one-timers looks. It just simply didn't go in, but I feel like that they can build off of that power play right there.
Dominointi picks that one off. 10 seconds to go here. Still time for HAVU. Wiegelson for Nasistelia. Loses it. Flyer Kungan can't throw it on. 1 second to go. D to D, and a big save by Nikke at the buzzer. And a 1-0 lead for SAWO, as we'll get another look at the goal here at the end of 20 minutes.
Yeah, just a really nice play right there. He's able to kind of, almost looked like he did a sauce right there. It's hard to see from that angle, but he just kind of directed it towards the middle, which got by the defenseman, and Vatu was able to pound at that one home on Hanselinho. But again, I like the response from HAVU. They didn't really seem to get frustrated by any means. They, tried to answer back. Nikke had some great saves right there. Only 3 registered shots from HAVU. Credit to SAWO for getting in those shooting lanes, because there's some one-time looks that either, missed the net or were blocked right there that could have easily gone in the back of the net. So SAWO maintaining that lead for now, but if you look at those numbers, it's, heavily right now in favor of HAVU. Bit to do with that power play, but as well, if you're SAWO, you're going to want to get that puck back down to the other end a little bit more and relieve some pressure on Nikke, because he has been fantastic, but there's only so long you can stand up to that attack of HAVU.
Second period just about ready to begin. And we are in the same spot we were in for our last matchup, just waiting to see who that next goal will be for. How much that'll change the game one way or another. Wenger leading it into the attacking zone for SAWO. Good contact behind the back of the net, but SAWO still maintaining possession. Thrown on, and Hanselinho makes the save. Bit of a tough one to read, but a good stop.
Does go through a little bit of traffic, and he is able to get the cover right here. He's got no problem going to Dominointi, who does have the face-off advantage in this game so far. We'll see if he can win a key one in the defensive zone.
Face-off one. Nirska back to the point. Blocked down. Kept in. Good movement. Vatu. Goal scorer drops back to Tombu at the point. Gonna pass off the mark. Wiegelson for Flyer Kungan. Now Dominointi picks that one up. Wiegelson unable to find any space. SAWO able to gain the attacking zone. Mozia. Good move and a good shot there, but blocked down by Villikun in front. HAVU having a little bit of trouble getting going there. Good defense there from Wenger. Throws one on, stopped by Hanselinho. Recovered by Yerska, not able to find that. Find that intended target with the pass. Bit of space there. Flyer Kungan in all alone. Denied. Nikke, what a save on the glove side to again keep HAVU off the board.
That's 2 on that glove side that he has absolutely taken away. The early one-timer in the first, and then that breakaway from Flyer Kungan, who's so deadly there, but absolutely stoned by Nikke.
Another huge stop by the netminder. Here comes SAWO one more time. Vatu tried to drop that one back, nowhere to go. Let's see what HAVU can do. I mean, again, you talk about it. Get robbed twice. Maybe change the game plan on the attack. Billy Kuhn picks that one off. Can't throw that slap shot on. He does get it back. Wiegelson. Nowhere to go. Good defense there by Wenger. Tombu gets up the Erska. Billy Kuhn able to find Flyer Kungan again. Nasistelia forced out of the attacking zone. Had to protect the puck. First and foremost. That's where you would see a lot of more inexperienced players try to force that D to D one-timer. Job again by SAWO. Weagleson not able to hold that one. Wenger takes the hit but holds on to it. Great job there. Still fighting for it. Flyger Kungan comes up with it for HAVU. And another intercepted pass. SAWO willing to slow things down here. Wait for those moments of opportunity. Yerska, that pass picked off by Villiku. HAVU dumps it in. Flyer Kungan not able to win that battle with the Yerska. Couple of step-ups. Open space for SAWO down the other way. Loose puck. Still in the crease. Still loose in the crease there. Hansalino able to find it and take away the trouble.
Yeah, that was definitely a scary moment there. As it was hovering there, I saw Hansalino's goalie go with that kind of easy batting it aside with your stick while you're in butterfly. Probably would have preferred the cover the first time, but he does get it in the end. Bit of a scary moment, though, nonetheless.
Space here for Weagleson. Tried to take that big windmill to his right. Able to do so. Yerska with the puck here. Again, golden helmet. Team's leading scorer. Flyer Kungan, of course, rocking the same thing for HAVU. The puck dumped out. Billy Kuhn all over that one. Follow-up passes off the mark. Good hit on Tombu. This puck all the way down. Will it be for icing? No, it won't. Wenger struggling with the traffic here a little bit. See what Vatu can do between the legs. Pass off the mark. Again, Villiku, that pass. A little bit errant. Back into SAWO's possession. Yerska gets it back. Scores! With 8.2 to go, SAWO take a 2-0 lead over HAVU.
That's really a heartbreaker right there. Villiku just with a pass that he probably wants back right there, instead of kind of opting with the safer play around the along the boards, either up or back behind the net. He tries to force something through. SAWO was able to get the turnover and then a nice little kind of give and go right there. Yerska's able to get the one-time off, and 2-0 for SAWO.
Domino Ortiz passes off the mark. A 2-0 lead for SAWO Esports heading in to our third period. Sid, let's get another look at the goal.
It was just really great. I like that little touch pass, to the middle and then right back out to him. You got Hansalino going one way, and then he just simply couldn't adjust. I liked him. He was coming out to cut off that angle, but just couldn't get back in time. It was just such a quick, change of directions for him there in net. And SAWO making the most of their chances here. And again, they came back that one. Definitely got some more zone time, have more credited shots as well. So overall, had a much better second period. And they're capitalizing on their chances too. But man, it's so hard to not give a bucket load of credit to Nikkei back there, who turned aside what looked like could have easily been 2 surefire goals for HAVU right now. So kind of seeing the strength of SAWO here with that goaltender back there, and then the front three being able to score as they do. 2-0 lead here. It's going to be a big third period. Man, I can't help but think this really feels like a playoff matchup between these two teams, and I just hope that pace continues into this third and, of course, over the second game.
Close game in every aspect except the scoreboard currently. Again, a 2-0 SAWO lead here as the third period is underway. Big moments here for both of these two teams. Again, heading into the season, the former tunnel vision here in SAWO were projected via the captain's poll to finish as high as 5th, maybe catching some people off guard. It was tunnel vision last year. They had finished 11th, if I'm not mistaken. But a 9-2-1 record, potentially picking up their 10th win of the season here, although HAVU will certainly have something to say about that. SAWO in possession here early on. Clock certainly the enemy of HAVU. Weagleson trying to get something going. Yerska has it again here. That one sent to the far corner. Vatu will try to chase it down. Yerska will recover his own attempt. Pass in front. Vatu picked it up on the backhand sin, and I think that's the only thing that saved HAVU from giving up that third goal.
I think so too. Kind of had to corral that, settle it. Nasustelia has some trouble here. SAWO maintains possession.
Was just able to help keep that in. Big hit there. No penalty called. Yerska down on the ice. Chance down the short side. Hanselino, another big save. HAVU playing with fire here.
Yeah, and when they're also, got the clock going up against them as well, we're almost midway through this period, and SAWO's done a good job of being able to keep that puck away from their own end. And even when HAVU does get it, the pressure at the line that SAWO was able to put out has been very good so far. HAVU simply isn't to get established as they want to.
Face off in the attacking zone, won by SAWO. Yerska's still going to be dealing with the injury. His pass off the mark. Good movement here. Dominoiti, big burst of speed. Pass in front, picked off, though, by Vatu on the back check. Great work from him. Another big hit there. Loose puck down towards Hanselino. He'll have to play it out to Nasistelia as we are nearly halfway through this third period. Time winding down fast. Flyer Kungan. Dominoiti now. Pass to Wiegelson doesn't go. Yerska's pass to Vatu. Nasistelia breaks it up. SAWO in the driver's seat here. But when you're playing a team like HAVU, it's not over till it's over. Great job by Nike to react to that one fast and play it out. As Wenger brings it into the attacking zone around the back. Yerska's pass again picked off. Billy Kuhn a little bit of trouble. Dominoiti. Good movement here, and it's HAVU back in control. Flyer Kungan looking at his options. Circles out. Good movement again. Dominoiti down in the corner. Goes back to Flyer Kungan. Shot stopped by Nike. Great save. Nasistelia back for Flyer Kungan, and again down low. Tried that pass to Dominoiti. Broken up. Here goes Yerska down the other way. He'll again send it around the back of the net. Good pass back in front. Broken up. Flyer Kungan couldn't hold it. It's a foot race. It's going to be won by Tombu. Billy Kuhn down low. Dominoiti nowhere to go. Billy Kuhn again. Sends it around. 4 minutes to play here. Wiegelson's pass broken up. Flyer Kungan for Nasistelia. Billy Kuhn back to him again. Good movement. Good block. Great defense from SAWO. 3 minutes to play. Again, the puck dumped in. Dominoiti. Can't hold. He and Wiegelson still fighting for it. Wiegelson finally comes up with it. Gets it to Flyer Kungan. That shot broken up. Final 2 minutes. And a chance here down the other way. Mozia scores! Great defense. Turns into great offense. SAWO up 3-0 here. And will end this HAVU winning streak.
Just wow. I mean, the defense from SAWO right there was huge. You could see what HAVU wanted to do. They were throwing a ton of other looks. There were shot blocks. They were so hard for them to settle the Bucks at times. And then at the end, this, obviously HAVU is just kind of all in. Leads to what could have been a 2-on-0 and then a Moja breakaway. He capitalizes, and that will probably do it for this one as we do hit the 1 minute real time. It'll be tough with the way SAWO's playing to get back in this one.
Absolutely, at the very least. Obviously wanting to get at least one goal on the board, but here's Wenger. SAWO not looking like they're going to slow down. Vatu holds it in the corner. Feed down low. Yerska has it again. He's going to hold it down low. I think you can call it ragging when someone's standing still.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, is it? They're also in the offensive zone, so yeah, tough to make a call on that one. Oh, but I'm sure HAVU doesn't appreciate what's going on there. Some L1s coming out from SAWO.
It's an interesting situation as Moja has that poked away. And again, the puck sent down. 10 seconds to play here. Nowhere for Flyer Kungan to go. Dominoiti can't gain the zone. And again, a very impressive win for SAWO here coming up.
Yeah, and they are letting HAVU know about it too. A lot of bounces coming out for them as we have 6.8 left. HAVU trying to do everything they can to break the shutout. Flyer Kungan may get one chance, but he's cut off right there. Can't power to the nets. And that will do it there. A shutout for Nike, and SAWO pick up two huge points against HAVU.
It's in his 5th shutout in 11 games. Kape, that previous record might just be on a little bit of an alert here if this keeps up. As Nike again will get the credit for the shutout. Let's see, or no, let's not see one of the saves, but at least the celebration here for SAWO.
Yeah, and I mean, just It was a tremendous, tremendous team effort out of SAWO. Their defense was on point. Nikke bailed them out when HAVU got some great chances on, and that was the trouble. I feel like HAVU didn't have a bad game by any means, and towards the end there, they just had to stretch themselves too thin looking for that offense, which led to that dagger from Moshe. And it's going to be, it's going to be a rough situation for them go ahead into that game 3. They were already behind in the standings. They've been on a good tear, but they just met a team in SAWO who's in, very, very similar situation, especially in the standings as well. And again, Nikke, massive, massive saves, only credited with 5 saves. It really felt like HAVU was peppering him a lot more. It just goes to show you that SAWO was doing such a good job of keeping a lot of those shots, out of there with blocks or missing the net. It was tough for HAVU to be able to get credit with a lot of shots, even though they had the time on attack that they did, etc. so forth. So, credit where credit's due. SAWO did a great job of capitalizing on their looks. Nikke made some huge saves, and we'll see what HAVU has to answer back with in this second game.
Again, I mentioned it. I believe both teams headed into this game on an 8-game winning streak. HAVU's is snapped. SAWO continues this incredible performance to start the season. Now 10-2-1, their 21st points now on the season. A tremendous job by them. Again, entered play today outright in second in this division, in our elite division. And a performance like that gives you an example as to why they've had such a strong start to the season. We'll, of course, take a quick step back to get you a word from our sponsors before setting you up for our second game and, of course, the final game of this broadcast. Don't go anywhere.
Lähdetään haastamaan yhdellä yhtä vastaan. Loistava nälkäisen pelaajan ratkaisu, ohi mennään. Luukulla ollaan valmiina. Ja sitten katsotaan, kaikki kestää. Vanhanaikaisella kiekkolapaan, ilmaveivi, klassikko, maali! Wilhelm vei todella komeasti nakkikioskille. Wernerin nakki on loistava vahvistus Wilhelm joukkueelle.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
All right, everybody. Again, thank you very much for sticking with us here. Again, the second matchup coming up in just a matter of moments between HAVU Gaming and SAWO Esports. And Sin, again, just a very interesting matchup, right? When you have two teams, again, both top 5 in the standings entering today, and you see a 3-0 shutout, it's not exactly the result that you expect.
No, definitely not. I mean, I feel like that game was a lot closer than the scoreboard indicated. It was just Nikke was doing Nikke things. I mean, all this season, he's just been lights out, and nothing really changed against HAVU here. That was, again, 20%. I would even argue to say 30% of the 5 shots that he faced. Sorry, that would be 40 and 60 math. 40 or 60% of the shots he faced were A+ chances. There's the breakaway. That was that first initial one timer. I think there was another one timer that he was able to turn away too. It was just insane ability to just remain cool back there and make massive saves, which kept his team in an advantageous position, who by no means really outplayed HAVU. It's just they capitalized where HAVU did not here. So we'll see again what HAVU is going to be able to do here in the second game to mitigate that and pick up a couple huge points.
I mean, Sin, hey, sometimes the math might be wrong, but at the very end of the day, went to the Scott Steiner School of Math. I think that means SAWO has a 141 and 2/3% chance winning the sacrifice at this point. That one's for F5, our fellow commentator F5, and for Drew Goldfarb. That one was for you, boys. We miss you. As we get ready again for this next game, it's my favorite thing in the world. Make random wrestling references that Sin doesn't get. It's the best, and I love it. Uh, I'll have to show you later. It's hilarious. For HAVU here, though, heading into this next game, Sin, I mean, you look at this and, you had some moments, but there aren't too many high-quality chances that necessarily come to mind. A couple of one-timers, of course, from high-danger areas, but the vast majority of them were blocked off of just great defensive coverage by SAWO.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more hectic for Nikke back there, and that's where I have to credit the SAWO team. I mean, again, there's going to be a couple really high danger chances that happen. That's just the nature of the game. Nikke turned those aside. We already kind of mentioned those, but yeah, the rest of the game, HAVU was trying to get to those areas. We're trying to get shot through from those areas. Look for rebounds. It simply wasn't there. SAWO was blocking them. They were getting to the rebounds. after a couple times of getting beat on that dump and chase, they started sending back a defenseman a little bit early if they figured they were going to jump back. I mean, Tombo did that a couple times, and from the other side, Wenger was able to stop when there was a couple kind of mistimed dumps as well for HAVU. So they definitely seem more comfortable from left to right on those dump plays, and that makes it a bit easier to defend against. And SAWO did a good job kind of knowing what HAVU was going to look for, even if they were thrown off. They quickly adjusted. That's just exactly how you need to play against top teams. SAWO Esports did a great job of that here.
Well, so again, we are just waiting for these two teams to match up to get our final matchup of the day underway. A friendly reminder here, though, of course, we do have the matchup coming up tomorrow in our Pro Division. Again, 1945 CET. Again, 1:45 p.m. Eastern for those of you on the North American side of things. King Lime and Tymo on the call for that one. Again, week 4 of the ECL Pro Division. Very excited to see how that matchup goes off. Again, every Tuesday you can catch our Pro Division Spotlight right here. And of course, every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Sin and I are right here with the Elite Division. And of course, we will be back this Wednesday as well. Very much looking forward to that one, as again, SAWO will be back in action, taking on Northern Ascendancy, and again, a rematch from last year's championship round, as Frölunda will take on H-Reds.
Yeah, just I mean, the season just keeps getting more and more exciting here from this matchup between HAVU and SAWO. Get to see Frölunda and the H-Reds next, and it's just, yeah, keep putting these great matchups on our plate. Thank you. It makes our jobs incredibly easy.
Absolutely. So, very much looking forward to those matchups. Still waiting for these two teams to match up here, of course. Sin, this matchup, though, at this point for HAVU, you could argue quite important. I mean, again, we saw that bit of a slow start for them out of the gates, but we've seen the emergence of certain teams this year. I think we can get you guys a look at the standings here before this matchup begins. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to have the opportunity to do that. Indeed, we do. And Sin, that left-hand side of the bracket, SAWO making a name for themselves. IQ made the playoffs last year, but certainly in a better spot. It's not just a dead set guarantee that the same old names are going to be there. And as per usual, there are going to be some names on that right-hand side of the bracket that could potentially miss out that you very much expected to be a playoff team.
Yeah, no, even if it's really only H-Reds, that's the only real guarantee. Everything else is up in the air from, even from like 9th place to second. It's a 6-point differential. That's really nothing. Again, you can pick up 4 points in one matchup. So if you have a good day all of a sudden with your 4 games, you could be right in it, but here we are.
Absolutely. So here we go. Second matchup underway. HAVU, of course, in the black and green. SAWO in their road yellows as we get ready for, again, our final broadcast of the day. We thank you very much for joining us, and a big thank you, of course, to our sponsors at Wilhelm, Kovalan Lakritzi, and SD Hockey. And Sin, we are going to have a very, very early power play here, as it will be Moja, the center, taking a seat for tripping.
Yeah, getting a little reckless with his stick right there, as they were not able to send Yerska in on the forecheck there, and it was going to be a quick turnaround for HAVU, who's going to try to make that one up, but see what they could do on this power play.
No set play there. Wiegelson holding the puck. Looking for those bit of an openings. You have the man posted up in front at the very least, and a deflection bid there for Villikun. Just couldn't get it past Nike. Dominoiti stops that one from going all the way down. Up a chase to that right-hand side. Flyer Kungan battling for it. Villikun stepping up. It's down for Wiegelson. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. Good movement. Now Sestelia. Try to go down low. Villikun able to recover it. And again, trouble for Wiegelson. Pick up that puck. Now Sestelia a little bit of trouble. SAWO can't clear. Wiegelson for Dominoiti. Loose puck. Wiegelson tried to shovel it home. Nike was there. Wiegelson again looking. Here's Flyer Kungan. We're back to 5-on-5. Dominoiti's one-timer intercepted. Great job there. Yerska nowhere to go. Another opportunity, though, for HAVU. They're not able to make the most of. It's Tombu. A little bit of a dangerous pass there in his own zone. Popped his pass. Able to hit its target and see what SAWO can do now, trying to go back down the other way, but again, oftentimes stifled and having to drop back and reset to get a different look. A bit of trouble there in the defensive zone. Now Sestelia, though, good patience. Great pass up the middle to Dominoiti. Shut down for the moment. Wiegelsen's there to keep it alive. Flyer Kungen down low in the corner. Dominoiti holding, looking for an option. Flyer Kungen has it now. Tried the drop off for Villikun, just couldn't hit the target on that pass. Good interception by Dominoiti on the back check.
But as this one started off, as it did in the last one, HAVU kind of dominating possession early on here. We'll see if they're going to be able to capitalize on it this time.
Certainly, that first goal, very, very important here. Is pass to Flyer Kungen. Good stop by Nike again. Wenger's pass, lucky to find its way to Yerske. Found himself in a position where he couldn't really do anything with it. It's now Sestelia again, taking his time. First goal, oh so important here, particularly for HAVU to try and set the tone. Get a bit of momentum back after that first loss. Flyer Kungen nowhere to go. Bit of space here, the numbers. Big head of steam there by Wenger. Just ran out of space. That shot deflects wide, and actually, no, Flyer Kungen. I thought got a piece of that one. He did. Hanselino was able to make the save. Bit of a scary moment there for HAVU.
You know, with the way the camera went, I thought that was behind the net. When I caught a glimpse of Hanselino, he would have been out of position for the back door right there. So fortunately for him, he's able to get that cover right there. A bit of a kind of breathtaking moment for him.
You're breathtaking. Remember that? That was a reference. Feels like it happened 6 years ago. Here's Dominoiti into the attacking zone now. Good pressure there, but again, handled well. Flyer Kungen, great chance. Piece of candy. That puck just found its way to him. Nike makes another save. And Nike has had some games, recently. Of course, last season he played about 4 games, but prior to that, as H-Red's starting goalie, like we know Nike is a phenomenal goaltender, but even to his standard that he's set in the past, has been absolutely spectacular this season.
Yeah, that's another A-grade scoring chance that he just almost looked effortlessly. It turns away right there as Dominoiti a bit too quick getting over that blue line, and will put HAVU offside on the dump and chase look. But Nicky just looks unconscious back there. He's not making a mistake, and that's, if you're HAVU, it's a little bit scary. He's playing near perfect back there.
So there's HAVU still in possession. Only momentarily, though. SAWO have it now. 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. Here's Wenger again. Big head of steam. Pass across. Vatu couldn't get a piece of it. Tombu. Below the goal line. HAVU again in possession. Good patience. Flyer Kungen's pass just out of the reach of Wiegelsen, and maybe a slightly controversial icing call there.
I would absolutely call that as a hit off the net. I thought it was going to hit off the goalie and negate it anyway, but it will go back into HAVU's zone.
And off the draw. Puck out to the far side half wall. HAVU able to win it again. Yerska. Final 7 seconds. Chance here late for SAWO perhaps. Good hit. Now Sestelia. Great job there. Doesn't risk it. And we are still goalless at the end of the first period. I'm sure we'll get a look here at the elite edges, though, of Wiegelsen.
Yeah, absolutely, as he takes a run at someone at the blue line in the neutral zone there. But again, that was a very, very good period for HAVU, and I'm sure we'll see the time on attack pretty skewed in their favor here. But once again, they're unable to capitalize. They had that one really, really good look that Nike turned aside. They have 4 registered shots, just the one of SAWO there, and pretty similar story. They had 2 and change, nearing 3 in that first one, and SAWO was, under that minute, but they're able to come back in that second period. And again, the power play also helping HAVU out a lot in that regard, but they got to find a way to beat Nike. That's really their biggest obstacle right there. I like what they're doing with the puck. They've gotten caught a couple times on those counterattacks, but SAWO have some really fast forwards, so it can be kind of frustrating for HAVU to be putting all that pressure on and then to give up a chance going the other way here, but they got to be able to find a way to beat Nike.
Second period underway here. So looking again for that opening goal of this contest. SAWO a 3-0 victory in the first game. If I am not mistaken, yeah, it was a 3-0 scoreline, as crazy as that seems. Again, with such a hot start that these two teams carried into this particular matchup again with HAVU and SAWO both winning their last 8 games. Weagleson the wraparound, and HAVU finally have their breakthrough. It took them 4 periods, but they've finally beaten Nikkei.
And that was just a great job right there. I mean, they haven't shown the wraparound at any point in time, and that's just a quick play right there. Weagleson sneaks it home as Nikkei is sliding over, so they do show that he is human. He can be beat, and they take the 1-0 lead here. Absolutely massive for HAVU here to apply the pressure to SAWO.
Team leader in goals. It's his 12th of the season for Weagleson. And we'll see now how SAWO respond. Of course, we saw last game, they got the first goal. They really tightened up defensively. Pressure's on them now. They get a goal. Turned over, loose puck in front. Dominointi denied. Great stop by Nikkei. Had a little bit too much time to react to that, I think. As Weagleson gets it back for Flyer Kungen. Weagleson again, look for that wraparound. Loose puck, poked away. Yerska going down the other way. Chance, scores! SAWO tie it up just a few moments later. Another opportunistic goal.
And that's just a heartbreaker for Vili Kun, who picks up the puck right as someone's getting in his face. Couldn't quite move it in time. And once again, Hanselinho beat on a breakaway. This time, Yerska tying that up immediately. So HAVU don't get any real chance to have the lead, to be able to, play with the lead a little bit. They're right back to square one here.
A huge goal there for SAWO after another big save by Nikkei, robbing Dominointi point blank. Another twist of the tail here between these two teams. As it is HAVU back in the attacking zone. Vili Kun for Dominointi, gets it back. Shot blocked down by Tombu. Chance now for Vatu down the other way. What a move there. Just not able to regather the puck. Does win it back here, though. Pass to Yerska. Again, trying to get in front there. Loose puck. Dominointi, a little bit of trouble, but he does have it. Drops back all the way to Hanselinho. See what they can do. Flyer Kungen now down that right-hand side. Tries to hold up. Still has it. Rocket pass into the slot. Nobody home. Vili Kun again for Dominointi. Looking. Finds Nasustelia. Back for Dominointi. Trouble. HAVU really finding it difficult to hold on to the puck, but they are maintaining possession. Weagleson for Nasustelia. Looking. Circles back. D to D. Deflection. Scores! Dominointi finds a way to get a piece of it. HAVU regain the lead. It's 2-1.
I've been waiting for HAVU to kind of break that out, but they've been pretty hesitant and, rightfully so, of the counterattacking pressure from Yerska and Vatu, who are just can, take that away at the point and be going the other way. But a shot from Vili Kun from way downtown, deflected by Dominointi. HAVU regain the 1-goal lead.
Feel good moment for Dominointi there. 9th goal of the season for the centerman. HAVU again able to strike. Turns out Nikkei can allow more than one goal. One goal, it seems like an accomplishment against him this season. HAVU with their 2nd of the game. A little bit of trouble there for Wenger, is able to go around the back of the goal. And again, now some adversity for SAWO to face. Combo able to get that one across. Kept in by Vatu. Back for the captain. And Tombu knocked loose. Somehow finds its way to Wenger, who sends it down low. Great chance on the short side. Better save by Hanselinho. Battle around in the corner. Now Sestelia loses it to Vatu. Shot again, and another big save. Hanselinho, and you see Flyer Kungen giving it back to him a little bit.
Yeah, it's getting pretty spicy here in this matchup there. As that was a good response from SAWO, and working that puck down low. Really kind of scary chances coming out. Some in-tight shots, keeping Hanselinho on his toes, and they'll get a big slapper off right there. Just hits Yerska there and doesn't go through.
Still battled on in the corner. Tombo able to get that one to Yerska. Has it again. Kick save by Hanselinho. SAWO really putting the pressure on here. Another turnover. Wenger's shot blocked by Flyer Kungen. Great job there by the captain, just trying to get it out of the zone, and he does. Trouble there. Yerska all over him. You thought bumps were nerfed? LOL. Combo again. Not able to make that pass. Wiggleson, pass to Flyer Kungen. No look backhander. Defense for SAWO a bit too strong on that occasion. Final minute here in the first period. One banked off of Moja's legs. He gets it back here, though. Over the line. Moja, what a move. Unbelievable. Chance for Yerska. Stopped. Vatu throws one on. Still loose. It's on the line, and Hanselino covers. With 3.5 seconds to go in the second period. It doesn't get any closer than that.
Oh, I'm sure they're having flashbacks there. SAWO did get a late goal in the last game there, but they do stave off potentially kind of a disastrous moment to get that tie. They might not be done, though. One more look gets turned aside with a block from HAVU there. They do escape that period with the lead.
A 2-1 lead, in fact, for HAVU, thanks to this goal. A shot along the ice, tipped up, and just over the pad, but below the blocker. HAVU, after falling 3-0 in the first game, have that 2-1 lead. It's not 0-0, I promise you. It's 2-1 heading into the third period.
Yeah, this is setting up to be an absolutely crazy third period here. So you just said SAWO once again got some pushback there, but HAVU were able to sort of maintain a lot of their pressure in the zone there. As you see the shots now even. Face-offs pretty close, but in favor of HAVU, and that's definitely going to go a long way. And the pretty large discrepancy between the passing percentages as well, and that goes to show like SAWO likes to stretch the game out a bit more. HAVU kind of prefers the closer in tight passes and being able to maintain their possession in pretty much every single zone right there. So it's going to be an interesting third period. SAWO need one to tie it. HAVU going to look to press their advantage, get some insurance, and try to walk away with that W.
Third period underway, 1-goal game. Still a lot to play for both of these teams. Dump and chase attempt here from SAWO. Well by Nasastelia. Wiggleson, a little bit of trouble. Slap shot, deflects, glove save. Hanselino.
Huge save right there. Cannot be understated just how big that save was. Off of the hop, off the deflection, he's able to glove that down. It was kind of similar to the goal that went through on Nike, but Hanselino able to make the save.
Set play off the draw, they score! Tombo with the blast from the point. Second goal of the season. SAWO have tied it at 2.
Wow, I mean, just after a great save off the deflection by Hanselino, a quick set play by SAWO, and there were bodies in front. Flyer Kungen not in a bad position to block that shot. It just goes through, finds its way past Hanselino as well, and we have a tie game very early on into this third period.
And another twist to the tail here in a highly competitive matchup. It's a brand new game. Flyer Kungen down low, wraparound bid. Nike all over that one. Attacking zone draw coming up here for HAVU.
A chance for them to whip out a face-off play of their own if they have anything up their sleeves. They are in the normal set here, so we'll see what they want to do.
And off the draw, tied up. Loose puck, recovered by HAVU. Nasastelia, good spin. To avoid traffic, shot on by Dominointi there. Looked for the rebounds. Dominointi still battling for it. Flyer Kungen has it below the goal line. Backhand on, saved by Nike one more time.
Yeah, they're just kind of being more willing to throw that puck on from anywhere, looking for the rebounds, dirty plays. You saw the kind of almost a jam play look when Dominointi shot that on. Flyer Kungen on the doorstep, trying to get that second opportunity to go in, but they weren't able to do it. But nice bit of pressure they're able to mount right now. Should be mitigated by this face-off win for Moja.
Fingers pass. Corralled here, and we'll see again what SAWO can do on this attack. The answer's not much. Villikun was all over him. Villikun bursts the speed down the wing, and risky play there for Nasastelia. SAWO's going to be able to win this one. Sent all the way around. Vatu down low in the corner. Cuts it back, scores! But it is being reviewed. Sin, let's get another look at this one.
I'm not too sure what they're looking for. If it's... I'm not too sure. I didn't quite catch maybe a foot. I didn't see any contact with the goaltender unless Moja circling. It's ruled as no goal. Maybe Moja circling around the net made contact with Hanselino. I'm not too sure, but it's no goal nonetheless.
Controversial moment there, perhaps. SAWO justifiably could feel like they should be up 3-2 in this one. Here come HAVU, looking to add insult to injury. Wiggleson for Flyer Kungen, gets it back from Villikun. And one more time, the give and go along that right-hand side. Dominoiti back for Flyer Kungen. Tried to get back to that near side post. Wiggleson's pass intercepted. Space now for Vatu down the other way. Knocked loose. Really good. With 11 minutes to go here in regulation. Again, if it goes to overtime here on Marathon Monday, we will stay with the action for as long as necessary. D to D. Deflected and hit the post. That close for Flyer Kungen. Nearly had the difference maker. Now Sestelia back for Wigglesson. Another shot on the short side. Nike makes the save. Trouble here for Tombu. One-timer. Big save again with the blocker. Great pressure here from HAVU. Wigglesson. Backhand on. Nike with another save. Great pressure from HAVU.
Yeah, HAVU coming out like bats out of hell right here, just really applying the pressure. And you can see it in that time on attack, almost up to 8 minutes, nearly a 5-minute advantage for them. Advantage in shots as well here, even in hits right here. HAVU pouring it on. They want this W. They want to get the split with SAWO here. They're doing a really good job so far. Again, it's just trying to beat Nike off the post right there. Even that shot that tried the short side looks like it hit Nike and then also may have glanced off the post too. Just a lot of close calls here. Seeing the timeout coming from SAWOs. They're going to try to refill those stamina bars and try to break this puck out, maybe get some chances of their own going back the other way.
Talk about a bat out of hell. I think HAVU would do just about anything for a goal.
Yeah.
Chance here. Shot just wide. May have gotten a piece of it with the blocker for Nike. Flyer Kungen. Passed off the mark. Now Sestelia to Wigglesson, trying from an odd angle. And indeed, looks like that is the strategy from HAVU. Just throw something on and see what will happen. Make the most of this attacking zone time. So we have just 7 minutes to go here in this third period. Dominoiti bullied out of the attacking zone. Draws the trip, though. HAVU to the power play with 5:48 to go. What an opportunity for them to take this game, as it will be Mosia to the box one more time.
Yeah, this is a huge moment for HAVU here. They've looked great on their power play. The only thing that's lacking right now is a goal. What a time this would be to get it. See if they're able to establish themselves. It starts with a face-off win.
Aggressive formation as well. Tie up on the play as Yurska able to get in the way of that one and sends it all the way down. All four men back here for SAWO. Focused primarily on not allowing them to get into the zone, and job well done there as Vatu sends it all the way back. Halfway through the power play, now 5 minutes to go. Pass off the mark, and it goes from bad to worse for HAVU. But Villikun does a good job stopping that one from going all the way down. They finally gain the zone. Now Sestelia for Dominoiti. Not able to hold on to it. Chance. Dominoiti keeps it in. Looking. In front. Loose puck. Wenger clears. Back to the neutral zone. 20 seconds now. Again, SAWO in possession. Vatu gets it all the way. Back to the opposing blue line. Dominoiti's pass off the mark. Excellent PK work from SAWO.
Yeah, once they lost the zone, SAWO was just really not giving them an opportunity to get back in. A nice pass there. Got around Villikun, who kind of went up to sort of cut that one off. And nice recovery there from Dominoiti. Yeah, getting that poke off right there. That would have been a bad turnover.
Stretch pass off the mark. Icing call. A offensive zone draw coming up for HAVU.
Just more opportunity for HAVU to be able to capitalize here. And now's the time to whip out any sort of face-off play that they've been keeping in their back pocket.
See what they can do again, that aggressive formation. Face-off, though, won by Mosia. SAWO in possession for the moment. Dominoiti keeps it in. Flyer Kungen, the big spin, has it in the corner. Goes for Wigglesson down low. Circling around. Goes all the way around. Kept in by Dominoiti. Having to walk the tightrope. Finds Villikun. Back to Dominoiti. Again circling back. SAWO doing a good job of keeping them on the backhand. Not able to get those clean shooting looks. Flyer Kungen back for Dominoiti. Has a little bit of space. One timer doesn't go through. Wigglesson couldn't get the rebound chance through. Mo's just passed back. 30 seconds to go here in this contest. HAVU, 2 different one-goal leads. Only for SAWO to battle back each time. Here's Vatu. Pass to Yurska. Did too much traffic there. Stretch pass for Flyer Kungen into the attacking zone. Battled for the puck. Wiggleson's pass just out of the reach of Nasustelia. And that should just about do it. Maybe one more chance. Flyer Kun can hit the neutral zone. We are going to overtime here in our final game. 2-2 at the end of 60 minutes.
And this has become a great day for SAWO. They're now guaranteed 3 points out of this series with HAVU here. And HAVU is going to have to scratch and claw to try to get just their second. And this is big for them. I feel like they've really had a good game. They've really poured it on, and they are reported with merely a tie. Again, Nikkei's made some strong saves. SAWO's been doing good keeping them to the outside. A lot of that time on attack is them trying to find looks and try to get to locations where they want to take those shots from. So credit to SAWO, not only blocking shots, but making them work that perimeter. And as you said, too, and keeping them on their back end, they've been very, very good at, really pressuring a player when they're on their, backhand and not allowing them to get towards that forehand, which is such an underrated quality of theirs and a big reason why HAVU is having to work that perimeter as well. So overtime, anything can happen. It could end on a bounce. We'll see what happens here. HAVU definitely going to try to do everything they can to get that important second point out of today.
Here we go. Overtime underway. Next goal wins will be here for as long as is necessary. Flyer Kungan in front. Dominoiti swinging away at it. SAWO able to come up with it. Here's Moja. Has a bit of space. Yerksa looking. Pass across. Batu just couldn't get a piece of it. Good defense there by Vilikun, who has the puck here now. Loose puck. And just offside there still as it crossed over too far over the blue line.
Yeah, I thought for a second they would be able to keep that in, and as it was SAWO technically who took it back in when they forced the turnover, but no such luck for HAVU, and the neutral zone draw.
SAWO in possession here. The quick out to Vatu. Quickly knocked back to the neutral zone. Sid mentioned it, we've had some matchups this season already that feel like they could be playoff previews. This one's certainly close. Fatu shot broken up. Loose puck. Dominoiti handles it. Pass over for Flyer Kungan. Back to Vilikun. Again, good movement down low. Wraparound bid doesn't go. Good effort from the captain. Sauce pass to Vatu. As Yosko with him, goes over to the other side. Now Sustelia is there to take it away. Dominoiti will send it down and around. Wiggleson's got a real chance for this one. He does win it. Backhand. One-timer save! Flyer Kungan elects to pass to Dominoiti. Nikkei able to make another great save.
Yeah, Nikkei just all over that right now. It's pretty nuts. He seems to know where these shots are going to come from, and that was such a great pass and a deceptive look from HAVU, too, that he was just able to turn aside there and get the cover.
Good interception there by Dominoiti. Flyer Kungan has it now. Weighs his options. He'll drop it back. And HAVU will reset. Now Sustelia. Stifled again in the neutral zone. HAVU willing to just wait it out. Wait for their opening. Dump and chase doesn't go either. Vilikun, good job to recover. Gets it to now Sustelia.
Yeah, these kind of errant passes have got to be a bit nerve-wracking here, as you know how quick SAWO can jump on those opportunities, but they do get the dump and chase off. Unfortunately, Voracek not able to get the puck for him.
Kambu handled that one very well. Gets the puck here over to Vatu. Shot on from an odd angle. Glove down by Hanselino.
Nice save right there as he was perhaps looking for a rebound play, but just sort of floated on net there. And good job from them to relieve some of the pressure. And we're going to see HAVU taking their time out here. They want their stamina bars replenished back to full here. They've really had a tremendous game. But again, it will all be for naught if SAWO is able to get that game-winning goal here in overtime. But again, it really seems to be HAVU just keep trying to press and press and press. And right now, SAWO kind of in a bend, don't break, and then looking for those counterattacks. You see it when it happens. Those wingers have a ton of speed. They're always looking to beat Nasustelia or Vilikun wide and try some quick passes across the slot, force passes in that are getting close to going home.
Kungan knocks that one loose. Goes to Dominoiti up the middle. Wiggelson rejected at the blue line. HAVU again recover. Dominoiti. Good movement here now. Vilikun down that right-hand side. Bit of space. Throws it in front. Dominoiti has it again. That pass broken up. Job by the centerman again to keep that pressure on, but handled well by Moja. Held on to it for a little bit too long. Still having the battle for it off the back of the net. Nervous moments here for SAWO, but they handle it well. Dominoiti again will settle things down. 6 minutes to go in the overtime. Trouble perhaps for Nasistelia. Loose puck. SAWO keeping it in the attacking zone. Tambu down low for Vatu. Yurska shot on. Save by Hanselinho. The attacking pressure versus the counterattack in terms of offense. Wiggleson has it down low. Looking. Nearly got it in front. Good recovery as Nasistelia can't keep that one in the attacking zone on this occasion. Billy Kuhn times it very well at the line. Flyer Kungan goes all the way back to Billy Kuhn. Now again, Dominoiti. One-timer save. It's an unconscious save there by Nike. Just a great reaction. If anything, it just hit him. And a near moment there on the near post. Hanselinho keeps it out. A near goal moment there. Nearly ended it. Another nervous moment. Turnover there. Vatu banked it off the side of the goal. HAVU playing with fire here with some of the passing in their own zone, Sin.
Yeah, but that was a heads-up play by Nasustelia right there, who elected to turn back instead of turn up the ice, because that could have actually bounced off his goaltender's leg and gone in.
Wojcicka has a step shot stopped by Hanselinho, denying Vatu. Loose puck in front, and again, Hanselinho is able to cover it in the crease. 1:32 to go here in this overtime.
Yeah, these counterattacks from SAWO are deadly right now, and as great as HAVU has been, you know, in that offensive zone, it's scary, those counterattacks, and Moja's done a great job here lately on these faceoffs. Doesn't get credit with the win right there, which is works to HAVU's advantage. They're able to get that puck out.
Again, a real-time final 2 minutes in the overtime. Long way to go, and as I always mention, the worst time for either side to take a penalty, so now's the moment to be very precise and accurate. Here it comes. Anything poke check related, stick lifts? Tomba throws that one up. Again, it's going to have to be dropped right back down. Wenger, good look. Able to find Moja for Vatu. Broken up. Great job there by Nasustelia. Here's Flyer Kungan. Doesn't have any help with him, though. Good spin move. Great protection by the captain. Dominoiti in front. There's Wiegelston battling for it. Wenger, great pass to get it out of there fast. Again, one more time. Trying to work his way in. Yurska. Bumped out of the zone. SAWO the quick outs. Handled well by HAVU. It'll be a double overtime affair here. This one dumped in. Wiegelston able to pick it up. Looking. Again, that cut in front. Just a bit too much traffic with the stick work. Yurska has to drop back. Eight seconds to go. Nearly turned over. Vatu just can't outdo Nasustelia. Sim with that. It's double overtime coming up. We are still deadlocked at 2 goals apiece.
And what an intense overtime that was. Chances for either team, and just, wow. Both goaltenders making some key saves at time. Both defenses being pretty careful there. Obviously, SAWO with the advantage on the counterattacks. HAVU with the advantage in their offensive zone pressuring. But this one, it's almost like you want to see the conclusion, but you almost don't want it to end, because these two teams are really, really putting on a show here, and numbers really skewed in favor of HAVU besides the shots, and that's, you know, really what matters. You can have all the time on attack in the world, but if you're not getting shots through, if they're not high quality, and if you're not scoring quite enough, it all goes down at the wayside here. So HAVU definitely going to look to get that game winner here. Who knows what it'll take? 2 overtimes, 3 overtimes. It is Marathon Monday after all. We'll have to see what the conclusion will bring us.
So here we go. Double overtime. Next goal, of course, wins it. And we will see just who that individual will be that brings their team that extra point. As Sin mentioned way back when, SAWO, 3 points secured already today after that victory in Game 1. HAVU going to get that second point, of course, earning one for going to overtime here on this occasion. Dominoiti. The win back possession. The defense works it around for HAVU. Dominoiti now. Looking down low for Wiegelston. Gets it back. Dominoiti fending off the pressure for now. Loose puck. Now Sestelia thinks twice about fully committing to the pinch there. As a result, he knocks it off of HAVU. HAVU back in control here. You can see, though, the forwards for SAWO pinching up a little bit more. Maybe wanting to end this. Wiegelson just ran out of space. Villikun here wins this one back. Pinches in for HAVU. Worked back to Dominoiti at the point. That pass off the mark. Batu intercepted by Dominoiti. Trouble here. Yerska nearly winning it back. Good pass. Flyer Kungen sends it into the open space. Great work. Villikun's there. Drops back for Dominoiti. The shot rebound picked up by Wenger. Wiegelson was there. And an offside call against SAWO.
Huge play by Wenger. That was game right there. If Wiegelson got that one on his stick, that was nearly a tap in. Wenger gets the pickup, though, and we continue on.
There's HAVU in possession here. Again, going to wait them out. So they look to generate a little bit of speed here. A different look. Now Sestelia shut down at the line. Tombu into the attacking zone. Has it knocked off of his tape. Now Sestelia now. This is what HAVU wanted, though. A little bit of open space. Loose puck. And Nikkei is able to find it and make the cover.
Close call right there. Just 3 bodies and a puck crashing the net for HAVU. Don't get it home, but they do get an offensive zone face-off.
See if they can do anything with it. Off the draw. Flyer Kungen knocks it free. Still has it down low. Dominoiti back to him. Flyer Kungen shot knocked down. Batu again held up at the red line. Tombu gets it over to Yerska. Throws one on. Deflection. Stopped by Hanselino. Every clean SAWO possession seems to generate a chance.
Yeah, it really does. And they're somehow finding those open looks. And when it comes to HAVU, it's just they're seeming to find them, but then a stick or a body or something from SAWO will get in the lane right there as we see a hit in the neutral zone, almost creating a nice turnover for HAVU.
Trouble there. Good job by Wiegelson, but it's just offside. So close for HAVU.
That was going to be a huge moment. They had a bit of a partial 2-on-1, a saucer pass over to Wiegelson. Could have made it happen, but could have just as easily seen Flyer Kungen do something magical, try to take it to the net himself, but offside will rob us of a chance to see.
Here's Wiegelson for Dominoiti. Tried to get that into the slot. Nowhere to go. SAWO back in possession. Again, just momentarily. Good feed here for Wiegelson. Has a little bit of help. Wiegelson, it's on net. Loose puck still bouncing around. And SAWO come up with it. One. Denike is left. And a quick out. Good poke check to move that one along. But again, it's HAVU down to 3.5 minutes to go. In overtime number 2, we've seen some marathon games involving HAVU on these Marathon Mondays. That's where the name comes from. As we, again, almost get down to that real-time 2 minutes.
Yeah, time ticking away. SAWO just really looking for a surgical strike here for the chance to put this one away. HAVU just trying to pour everything on, and we do get a turnover right there, but the neutral zone play from both these teams has been fantastic.
Wiegelson back to Sestelia, looking to step in. Again, Wiegelson just not able to hold that puck down low. Yerska can't keep that one in the attacking zone. Tom will dump it over to the other side. Bouncing puck, Wiegelson handles it. Dominoiti goes defense first to Villikun for Flyer Kungen. Good defense. Captain down in the corner. Batu completely stuffed there by Dominoiti. Dominoiti looking. Good poke check. Hotly contested. Dominoiti trying to wait that one out. Still fighting for it. Has it at least momentarily. And Dominoiti comes up with it in front. Handled well by the defense. Final minute. Batu gets it to Moja. A little bit of space to work with. Loose puck though. Now Sestelia is there to pick it off. That was Villikun one more time for Dominoiti. Flyer Kungen on that right-hand side. Dominoiti gets it back to him, and again, one more time, the give and go. But no space there. Loose puck, handled well. Moja for Ierska. Has a couple of options, tosses across. Wenger's shot denied by Hanselinho. What an effort by the HAVU netminder. Having to make some very tough saves. Flyer Kungen for Villikun. He'll hold. That pass doesn't find its target. One-timer deflects wide. Good look for Nasustelia. He'll have another chance here. Elects to go to the backhand. 5 seconds. Dominoiti wanted to go back to Flyer Kungen. Wiegelson shot deflects high. 2 seconds. Shot off the side of the goal. Triple overtime coming up.
2 for the price of 1. Almost. Yeah, well, we'll see how this overtime goes, but it could very well be two full games in this one here. Nonetheless, another period of excellent hockey between these two. I am on the edge of my seats. My palms are sweaty just from watching these two teams go at it. It's just absolutely exciting hockey between the pair of them, and still have yet to find a winner. And I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if this game just continued on forever. This is tremendous to witness.
With that, again, you get a look at the stats. HAVU completely dominating time on attack, but how much does it really mean, in a sense?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, again, it's all about the goals.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get that. They got some good chances, turned away by Nikkei. And again, the SAWO defense at times has just been absolutely suffocating. And you can see it, even HAVU sometimes hesitant to take those shots from the point because they're afraid of it getting blocked and creating an odd man counterattack for SAWO here. So it's really going to really come down to, well, there's a chance right here. Bit of a partial 3-on-2.
Flyer Kungen has it in the corner. Able to get that pass in front. Triple overtime here again, this regular season matchup. Week 3 of the elite season. 2 top 5 teams going head-to-head. Flyer Kungen throws it on. Save. Rebound. Still loose. Denied by Nikkei. Great looks. The puck found its way to Wiegelson, but Nikkei still stands tall to make the save.
How the heck did that one stay out? I can at least 2 shots down low from point-blank range. That Nikkei just turns aside there. HAVU once again unable to find the winner.
That loose puck. Wiegelson isn't able to corral it. Almost Villikun. Good block there by Wiegelson, though. Into the attacking zone are HAVU. Dominoiti back for Flyer Kungen. Nasustelia. Good patience. Goes down low. Handled well, though, by Wenger. Here's Wiegelson, wraparound, loose puck, Flyer Kungen denied. Incredible saves by both goaltenders to keep this game going.
Yeah, Flyer Kungen picks it up on the backhand, unfortunately skating in such a way that it ends up going right off of Nikkei's pads, who was out of position if he was able to get it to that far side.
Flyer Kungen save. Wiegelson had a chance for the rebound. He just couldn't handle it. Here comes Vatu. Drops it back for Wenger. Talk about someone stepping up their game. Wenger, this might be the best game we've ever seen him play. This has been phenomenal. Chance there for Ierska. The dragon in front, couldn't do so. Gets it back. Shot saved by Hanselinho. And what feels like a somewhat rare, at least in comparison, attacking zone draw for SAWO.
They have plenty of set plays up their sleeves, looking to break one out. If Moja wins that, he does indeed.
Kambu has it. Yerkes' shot. Rebound, scores! Moja is the hero. SAWO pull off the double over HAVU Gaming with a triple overtime winner.
Wow. Wow, just wow. I mean, just a nice play right there. What is more of a drawn-out set play as they got the shot looking for the rebound, and Moja's able to clean that one up, but we got to give some massive credit. I think you mentioned it, Wenger, but Nikkei especially. He really kept SAWO in a position to win during that entire game when HAVU just kept coming in waves and waves and waves. He just wouldn't budge. All the chances in the world for them, and they simply couldn't find that winner. And at the end of the day, sometimes it comes down to a bounce. Bounce off on Selino, cleaned up by Moja, and they get the double here. 4 out of 4 points, while HAVU walk away with only 1.
A huge result for SAWO. We'll get a look here at the stats. What a phenomenal goaltending performance by both.
Yeah.
As the number 2 seed. At the end of the day, still considered an upset by all, for all intents and purposes, just because of the history of these two teams in this elite division. Same thing as we'd call it with H-Reds, beating Frölunda in the, or in the finals last year. Still an upset, regardless of whether or not a team deserves to be there for the general sense of this elite division. And we've talked about that emergence of certain teams. And again, some people looked at where this team was projected to be, and now to see that SAWO are currently in second place, still in second place, and just pulled off the double over HAVU, we are continuing to see the emergence of potential contenders in this elite division.
Yeah, and SAWO really looks like one. It has a lot to do with their defensive system because it just absolutely benefits Nikkei. The saves that he has to make, he doesn't face a ton of second, third opportunities. When he does, he's right there for him. Doesn't face a ton of breakaways. When he did, he was right there for it. He was just on point throughout this entire match. And I got to say, in that second game especially, he was the difference maker for SAWO. Without him, I don't even know if they're close in that game without some of the saves that Nikkei was making. It's just the defense did a good job, but HAVU just were completely dictating the pace for so much of that game. And for them to come up short, it's just an absolute heartbreaker for them. I mean, tripled their time on attack and can't get the W, but that's how it goes sometimes. Time and attack only means so much.
A phenomenal performance for SAWO, again walking away with all 4 points in a phenomenal day of action. Couple overtime games on the agenda here today. Because of that, of course, we will direct you. Of course, the old NHLgamer.com link still works. You can also go to sportsgamer.gg to follow along with everything related to the Elite Division here. We will remind you, of course, that Sin and I will be back this Wednesday. You'll be able to catch SAWO in action one more time as they'll be taking on Northern Ascendancy. And then again, it is the championship rematch from ECL Season 12 as Frölunda will be taking on the still undefeated and defending champions in H-Reds. We're very much looking forward to that. Again, this Wednesday, 1945 CET, 1:45 p.m. Eastern for those of you on the North American side of things. And of course, tomorrow as well, our Pro Division Spotlight, King Liam and Tymo on the call for these two matchups. Again, right here tomorrow, 1945 CET, 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Sin, we got nothing. We can't. We could sit here and break it down all day, or we could just leave it at what it was. A phenomenal set of games, and again, a statement for SAWO here today.
Yeah, absolutely. A statement is exactly it. Bend don't break, taking 4 points off of HAVU, who had been surging, who are looking like their old selves again. That's kind of stopping them right in their tracks here. So, gonna have to keep a very, very close eye on SAWO moving forward.
So again, sportsgamer.gg. You can catch Sin on the YouTube side of things at Sin for the Win Productions. Myself, I am everywhere at Tugi24. Thank you all very much for watching. A big thank you again to our sponsors at Wilhelm, Kovalon Lakritzi, and ST Hockey for sticking with us. A big thank you as well to, of course, the people behind the scenes that help make these casts what they are. Again, we hope to see you on Wednesday, but, again, tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's Pro Division action. Again, Lyman Tymo on the call. Again, thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you soon.